morning and happy Wednesday. It's a bit of a slow start. So I'm currently putting tags on all of these reading and writing resources for my kiddos, and it took a while, but it's very aesthetically pleasing and hopefully very helpful for them. Like, how? I don't know how the pencil's stuck on the wall, but it's hilarious. Hello and happy afternoon. It is about 2 o'clock on day 3. I didn't really do much this morning. I was kind of trapped in my head, to be quite honest. One thing I did accomplish, and I think I showed a clip of it, was my kids' reading and writing folders. So they'll decorate this with their name, but it'll stay with me. And I've got all these things like the writing process, punctuation, showing instead of telling, figurative language. So hooks, for example. All of these different writing hooks, which are going to be super awesome. So super excited for that. I went to the local teacher store and picked up a couple of things. Picked up some new border because, like I said, I think I mentioned yesterday, I was just hella frustrated with trying to get my boards done. They were just, nothing is cooperating. As I said, I'm not getting my other board until next Tuesday, and our rooms are supposed to be done by end of day Wednesday. We also have like other work to do while we're back at work. It's not just classroom stuff. So in case you're not aware, in our area, in Canada anyways, I don't know if this is true for like public boards, I'm in private, but we don't get to come in during the summer. So I know people are like, oh, I'll do my classroom and then like back to school for teachers starts. Our back to school teachers means classroom. So you'll also notice from earlier I got rid of, well, I didn't get rid of, although I helped, but I got rid of 3 of the lockers. Now I have some wall space. I'm gonna make that my math wall, so I'm super thrilled for that. And then I've decided that I am gonna put the map of Canada up. I just did it. I had to hammer in with my measuring tape some thumbtacks because I didn't want to staple it. So I've got that up. I'm gonna show you guys the things I got from the teacher store. So I've had this for other grades and I liked it, and it's the cheaper option of the ones I was looking at, but there are a couple even more ones I'm gonna look on TPT because they're digital and they're cheaper than the print. But just, you know, it's just reading. And then I got some more yellow border, and then I got this border because, like I said, I was trying to do something a little different than last year's, but I figured this one had a right amount of contrast. The other one I was looking at was striped, and I figured that that was gonna end up driving me nuts. Not that anyone notices or cares, just me. And then the last thing that I picked up was this division mat. This side is your division tables, and on the other side, it is whiteboard friendly, and it actually has like long division problems. Although, funny enough, like the long division only goes up to, I think it's like 12s. So everything goes into itself evenly, I should say. There's no remainders. That's what I was trying to say. So this is what I'm looking at so far. Nothing's perfect. It's just the tape literally that I had it up from before. So this multiplication table, I don't think it was up in my last video, but I ended up having it over the door last year. So kids would come up and stare at it. So at least this is a little more eye level. I do put a multiplication table on their desk, so we have the partitions. Now that we don't, I might add it into their little pouch that you would have seen me stuff on day 1? No, yesterday. I think I did it yesterday. I did do it yesterday. So you'll see that. And then I'm just kind of looking to see what other language bits I have because it's gonna be hard to see because of the windows. There we go. There's the map of Canada, and I'll change it up for the world map second term, but I'm gonna use all of this space for language. So last year that was my strategies wall. I had math, language, a whole bunch of random stuff, but I never really utilized it. I just like threw it up there thinking I was going to use it, and I never actually did. So I definitely want to do it better this year. And again, now that I have that extra wall space, I can really give it a math wall or a language space. So very excited for that. Also redoing my levels of understanding. I had to rate your understanding that I made that kind of match an older color theme with like the shiplap and stuff. But I've found I might end up buying this one just because it's got a desk banner version, which I also really like, and then I can throw up a black and white on some colored paper that kind of goes with the aesthetic of the room. So that's going to be kind of cool. Or I just make them, so it's going to kind of depend on time. I'm going to do some cricketing tonight, feeling a little bit more motivated, feeling a little bit better. Got some confirmation from one of my coworkers that my alphabet wall, which I started showing you guys yesterday, it's going to look good. We agree that it's going to work out, so excited for that. And then I made some labels for the 10-drawer cart. So I think I mentioned that my coworker had a few of these, but she's got different furniture in her room this year, so she was sharing the love, which I greatly appreciate, and I need to make sure that I actually utilize it. So again, this year is kind of the jump to doing better and improving on things that were already done and incorporating some new stuff instead of feeling like everything is new and learning at the same time, which stresses me out. So I'm gonna work on this bulletin board. I'm gonna put my new border up and decide whether I'm gonna have the black or white corrugated border. Had to really think about that for a second. And yeah, I'm actually feeling a little bit better. All my bins and stuff have been emptied. I've got a couple shelves of like extra space that I have nothing in yet, so I don't know what to do. Like I've got a couple shelves or like little cubbies that are just filled with empty containers, and I could store them back in our storage cupboard. None of them, only a couple of them are actually mine. Most of them I just kind of had from around the school. So I was kind of like, if I put them there, they might be acquired by somebody else. So myself is like, let's find a way to keep them. Or maybe I can store them in some of my extra lockers. I got some extra lockers going on. But yeah, feeling better, feeling a little bit better. And that makes me feel good. Got my name tags done, got some other labels and stuff done, printed a few things, tried a few things out. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys for anything else I do later. Hey everyone, so it's the next day, as you can probably tell by my hair. I didn't get to wrap up yesterday because I ended up chatting with a coworker before leaving for my eye appointment. And then because my eye appointment was so late and I had to get my eyes dilated, I couldn't do any of the cricketing that I anticipated doing last night. So things I was hoping to do today, I now can't. So I think it's going to be more of a computer day. And then tomorrow will be the cricketing adventure. I'll do some cricketing like tonight, and I will do up the rest of my spaces tomorrow. So yeah, I'm going to show you the two things that I actually accomplished yesterday, even though it was probably the absolute last thing that I did, but I'm feeling better about it. I will show you the board. So I realize that it does look a little bit cramped, but given that I wasn't sure if I was going to still have this board, which had my anchor charts before, I figured, you know what, let's just go for it. So something that I did that would typically bother me, but I'm building a bridge, is I've only bordered 3 out of 4 sides, because this side, like, you wouldn't even be able to see anything because these anchor charts are so long. So I did make sure that the yellow went all the way to the ugly trim, but that's fine. And you know what? Got the new border. It's cute, threw a couple lemons on it. I am going to do a lot of the anti-glare spray painting today. I think I'm just gonna bring it outside and do it there. And then I have done these. I just made them on Canva because I couldn't find any of the ones that I liked. And then some of the pattern ones are just, they're bothering me. So I've just kind of thrown some random words at them, not gonna lie. I knew that I wanted to do the writing one. People usually put edit and revise in separate ones, and I do actually have enough space for that. I miscounted when I made them because that's the story of my life. But I have, so my writing inspiration, I have these, which I inherited a few years ago, poetry one. And then I bought these, I think it was at Five and Below a few years ago in Boston. I went to the States. So it says write the poem, write the story, and there's like words and prompts and stuff like that. So I thought that'd be kind of fun. And then I just have some language materials and math materials. So for the moment, I've got some task cards in there that I will eventually use. Like, we don't do fractions until like second semester or second term. But anyways, that's that. So I felt a little bit better about that. And yeah, so like I said, I'm going to have more of a computer day because you have a lot where you have a new learning system. There's another acronym for it, but we have a new program that we got to learn and get everything up on. So I'm going to look at that to-do list today. Love ourselves a good interactive digital to-do list. So I'm going to have some tea, going to do that, and if there is any progress learned today, I will be sure to pick you up. But I think today will be a rather quiet day, and then I will round off some things tomorrow. And then, unlike every other year, I'm gonna have some content from next week when I get that board up. So stay tuned. It is all in like one video, but I'm gonna space it out this year. So that's where we're at. So I will see you guys in a bit. Hey everyone, so it is the end of the day on Friday. I didn't pick my camera up at all today, but I got a lot done. So I'm going to share with you what I've got, and then I'm going to be doing the finishing touches Monday and Tuesday. So I might end up merging them in this video as well because I didn't do very much. But this morning I started off by spray painting the matte clear coat on a lot of my posters, because with all these windows there's lots of glare. So up here I've picked up this accountable talk set of posters. So there's agree, disagree, prompt, we have add-on, clarify, and explain. So that looks really, really good up there. Very, very happy with that. And then I purchased this theme bundle, I think it was back in the spring, but never got to use it. And my bulkhead is the perfect height for it, where it doesn't stop super low. I originally had it where the braces was, and it was going to come down to like a foot off the floor. So at least here is a little more eye level for them. Then I have races, I have my writing process, and I think I'm going to end up making little flags for their name, I think, and move it. Not sure yet. You might recognize these from when I taught 7 and 8. I have little hooks that I had under my whiteboard, and I was going to put them here under the new language sign, but the brand new command hooks were dry. So I'm going to take them back to Walmart and yell. Then you guys saw the, map already. Like I said, it says language there. I just have a reading poster there, and then I have a ring, binder ring of some other reading things there. And then, not much has changed, but we got math up. One more thing that I have new levels of understanding, which I put over by my desk, just because I didn't want to overwhelm the front of my classroom. So over here, like I said, is going to be the alphabet, the cursive, and ASL. And it's going to take up a huge chunk. So I was going to put the accountable talk here, and then realized it was going to be cramped, and then there's going to be French over here. So right now, I'm leaving it blank. I might put like a decor poster up there. I'm going to do this board next week. It's going to be like a reading type board. So I'll cricket that over the weekend when I get a better idea as to what's going to go on it. And then everything else is good. Like I have a few more, like the alphabet to spray paint over the weekend. But I've laminated, or not laminated, I've vinyled some numbers for different kits and different mailboxes. And I'm gonna tidy my desk up, and I'm out of here. Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. I didn't film it all yesterday. Just had to get stuff done when I got in, which was basically my alphabet. I got a couple of my hooks up for my language wall, like some command hooks. And then I redid my bulletin board outside because I wasn't feeling it, and it took me a while. I knew there was song lyrics that I wanted that were still kind of growth mindset-ish. Actually, it's like the epitome of growth mindset. But anyways, so yesterday, and there was a lot of, ended up being some computer work, so I didn't film. And I also should preface with the fact that in my school, I'm the end of the hallway, and as you can probably assume, I have a very loud voice. So some of these clips, I'm basically whispering because people can hear me, and we share walls, and they're, not soundproof. So I feel like that's a bit of a difference between when I'm filming setups and when I'm watching some of my American counterparts. It seems like you guys have no coworkers anywhere near you, or they're not coming in. But again, I think it's because you guys aren't necessarily back at school when you're decorating your rooms, whereas we only get to decorate our rooms when we're back in school, with staff. So we'll have meetings, and there's just constant chit chat, updates, all that kind of stuff. So I just, as much as I'm an out there person, and I think a few people know that I do teacher tube, but again, it's just kind of awkward. People are like, is she talking to herself? Who's she talking to? So today is the day that my new whiteboard comes or gets put up. It actually arrived yesterday. Very, very excited for that. And I have a whole new design for the corkboard beside it, which I'm also looking forward to quite a bit. So that's going to be on today's agenda. I have to finish up some computer stuff for our new learning system. And then it's just kind of prepare for next week. Our kids come back next Wednesday, so we have like an extra long weekend after Labor Day. We're off on the Tuesday. So getting excited. Met a new kid yesterday, potentially. We had a new family come from California. We had two boys, grade 2 and grade 4. They had the tour yesterday. I'm gonna safely assume I think they'll be signing up with us. There is one other family that's also grade 2 and grade 4, although I don't know if it's a boy and a girl. I'm not sure about that. But we don't know if, I don't know if they're coming in for a tour or if they're gonna sign up blindly or what, I don't know. But I'm not gonna lie, I can do 9 because my shelves are all organized already for 9. A 10th kid will kind of throw a wrench in that, which is totally a vanity thing of like, I finally have my shelves all beautiful. Like obviously I had potentially 15 kids last year, so I ain't complaining, it's fine. It's all good. But that's one of the things I'm just like, oh, can y'all figure it out please, so I can sort this if I need to, find a new shelf or find some more pins to lock another shelf in. So it's 7:30 now. Usually I'm arriving to work just about now. A little bit slower this morning off the mark, so I'm gonna drive in and I will pick you up when I get there. All right, say goodbye to this. This, as I mentioned before, is going to move over a little bit, and I have a big board coming that's magnetic. And then one of my tasks over this weekend was to create this little flip calendar. I had the date coming. The creator didn't originally have it, but I asked her for it, and she actually had made one, just hadn't updated it. So I'm going to print that off today. Just got this off of Amazon. My coworker and I both got this one, and I think it'll be so nice just to like flip and all that jazz. I have it set to the first day of school. And yeah, I'm gonna save the French for you guys for later, and then just a little sneaky peeky at my bulletin board, just because obviously I'm gonna do the final review and there hasn't been a lot of change since I showed you. There is something else on my walls that I'm not sure I showed in another clip, but I'm gonna just leave it for now. But I'm very excited to have everything kind of settled. I have a few of my like decor posters, like just like the lemon, the quotes and stuff that I can put around the room. And then I got a cork board someone was no longer using, and I'm just gonna put it behind my desk for like my scheduling and just like things that I need to note and remember. I used to do a little board, like I had it right in my little nook here before, but I figured if I have a little cork board, it's the perfect size, and I might even decorate it with the, I use gift wrap for my backing, and I have one that I've never been able to use yet that's kind of funky in pattern, so I might just use that and have a little me space. But I'm gonna do some computer work for a little while until my board gets done, and then I'm gonna start this out with some command Velcro strips. All right, boards are down, and that's the old color of the walls. Hey everyone, so future city jumping in here. I did not film anymore. On Tuesday, as you guys saw, I did my before and after for those 2 boards. I basically put final touches in my room, so I didn't want to show you it all again because I knew I was going to be doing a room tour. But just a update about the rest of the week. On Wednesday night at about 5 o'clock, I was still at work because Scott had a work dinner, so I had no need to rush home. And I found out that the California family did in fact sign up with our school, and I in fact had a 9th student. So given that I was already at work, I did everything in my power, everything that I had on site with me that I could make for him or put together for him, I did. And then I came home and grabbed everything else that I had. So some of the student supplies that I picked up for my kids, I know I showed you, but I didn't really say what I got. I just got a spiral notebook, a Hilroy lined notebook. I gave them a couple of duo tangs that I used for some spiral language and spiral math. The whiteboards were school provided, so those were not, 10 cents each like everything else. And I've made them a few more materials for their pouches, their learning pouches, strategy pouches. So got all that, got him a desk, got him a chair, Thursday we had our school setup day, so the kids were able to drop in with their families from 9 till 3. Usually we have like every family come out, minus like maybe 1 or 2 in each class. But I actually just passed the halfway threshold. I had 5 kids show up, which is totally fine. I left a little note on my board. It was the first thing I've written on my board, that if tomorrow, so today is Monday, so in Canada it's Labor Day, it's a long weekend. So tomorrow we don't go back to school, we actually go back on Wednesday, but my principal's opening the school tomorrow for any parents who, you know, don't want to send their kid on the first day with like buckets and arms full of stuff. So that's kind of how the rest of the week played out. Friday was a half day, so like literally just computer work, anything that you wanted to print for the week. So I actually planned out our 3 days, so maybe I'll share that with you guys in an upcoming video. And I got lots of stuff printed, and I got lots of stuff kind of organized, and I've been fine-tuning it this weekend, meaning today. The rest of the weekend I was up at the cottage with the family, so that was really nice. But I'm feeling pretty good. I did film the tour. It's really, really short, so I find that I talk a lot while I'm doing things, and then the tour ends up being like super short because it's just like a silent pan of my room, because again, like I mentioned, I'm kind of loud and there's other people in my building and in my hallway that, you know, don't really need to hear me explaining my classroom. So let me know if you would like a really in-depth classroom tour or if you would like a shorter one. I am contemplating filming again, either, I don't know, maybe really early Wednesday morning or maybe at the end of the day on Wednesday, once kids have settled into their desks and their shelves, because you'll see now that they've dropped off school supplies, so their shelves have things on them outside of what I provided. So let me know, because I want to share with you guys what you'd like to see, or maybe I can do my short one, and then if you guys want more, I can go into depth about certain items. So let me know which you would prefer, and that's that. I'm excited to go back. I am excited. Definitely a little bit nervous, but I always am. That's just how it goes. So, like I said, I'm on the final countdown before back to school. I got 1 more day, which I'm sure will be dedicated to more things school related. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I do want to film more content on this channel on a more regular basis. I am thinking about vlogging the first few days of school, which again aren't going to be in class segments because privacy reasons, but kind of teacher side of that. But I'd like to know what else you'd like to see, if it's organization or things I do. I don't know, you tell me. I enjoy watching other teacher YouTubers, but I don't always know what else I'd like to share on here with you. But that aside, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really, really does help. I have my social media link down below, which is T in Class. Very easy to find, very easy to follow. And I will see you guys in my next video, which is the classroom tour. See ya!